gives the example of Napoleon. Napoleon, when they have this big war there, and they want to conquer Russia, he sent the soldiers in the very cold, like the Second World War, they came in such, the winter started, they are not prepared for that, to survive, they have no clothes, no proper, nothing there. So they were supposed to be to die, one group of soldiers. But the leader of the soldiers said, now we do one thing, you make a circle, and you take one of your colleagues on your lap, he sit here, and another one take also his seat, one seat on him. So they make this famous Napoleon chair. Means in a circle they sit together, one another, so they got warmth, no? They got heat from their bodies, and in this way they survived. So Śrīpad Mahārāja gives the example for devotees, how you want to survive in this world. Like that, because we're not always in super consciousness, always happy, sometimes also our mind become troubles. So then we have to, therefore sadhusanga is important. And how to do bhajan? Bhajan Kriya, they will tell you. If we can follow that, another nibriti will come, we become detached from all these things. By nature, not artificial. Only for some time, then you become, like you're fasting, for some time, then you become hungry. After fasting finish, you eat more. Not like that. You get another taste, and higher taste will come afterward. Another nibriti, that 4 things have to be crossed that stage, to really become detached. Then nishta will come, then you become really steady, because these are nartas, unwanted desires, they will not trouble you, they will not hold you back or take the brake that you cannot go forward. They will not trouble you, by nishta. Then when ruchi comes, after comes ruchi, taste. Oh Krishna, 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 oh, his name is nectar. And prasadam, the tongue was nectar. And to hear the stories about Krishna, and how the beautiful is, how much love and how much faith and how much realization they have about the Lord, all these things will come. And then after ruchi, really taste is there in the spiritual life. You forget the taste about this material sense gratification. You're not interested. Nothing can push you, nothing will attract you because you don't have any more that taste. Then Ashakti. Ashakti is a quite high stage because you remember continuously Krishna. Smatavya Satam Vishnu. Smatavya Statatam. Always remember Vishnu Krishna in that stage. Day and night. Even if you sleep, if you wake up all the time, you can remember by nature. Not some atheist people say, you devotees, you must force your mind on Krishna. No, it's not like that. No, there's no any force there. It's completely by nature. If you love somebody, what is the question to speak much? It's a feeling. It's there. It's that you come in contact with such a person. And this is our sweet Guru Marga. You look just the pictures, they're all gone. They're not anymore this body, not anymore existing, never come also in that form anymore. But you see how their life is very satisfied. Like a baby always protected by Krishna. In old age they are smiling like a young boy. Always saw this. So beautiful pictures of our acharyas, our Gurudevs, our Prabhupada. They are so kind to the world. And they want to help them. They don't need anything for themselves. Don't need anything. They came just to help, to elevate all the suffering jivas, spiritual souls who have forgotten their relationship with the Lord. So who is more merciful than the Lord? When Pontalikvida Nidhi listened, that's Loka, Aho Bhake, Karam Sarakutta. Oh, this Kutta is some most poison, Putana. She put on her breast Kalakutta, that is a strong, fresh poison. She want to kill Krishna. So when he listened that verse, who is more merciful than Krishna? He lost his composure, he lost his peace, he took out his hair and he break everything down and fall down and many hours unconscious on the floor and shivering like full in ecstasy. Who is more merciful than Krishna? When Mukunda and Gadadhara was there and they saw these symptoms, And then, oh, wow, it's amazing, so much, immediately it's affect him. Like another story, one Baba was sitting, like I'm sitting here, and one man came back from Vrindavan, and he met him, he stand in front, and he asked, "Oh, respect this guy, from where you came?" He said, "I come from Vrindavan." That was too much for that Baba. He fell down and come in ecstasy complete. So much power, so much love is inside. You just need a little, and this will come out immediately. Of course, they will not show this to the public or make just any, just to become celebrated as a prema bhakta or whatever. Not in that way. They hide this, but sometimes they cannot hide. It will burst out like Pundarik with an lady in the golden river. Unlimited. Unlimited. Everything is no beginning, no middle, no end. It's always going on everywhere. The question is only when we can talk on this. When we can get the contact to the transcendence, to the spiritual world, where all this beauty, this love, this affection, the happiness, where this is relished and where they taste this nectar and live in that feeling, happy. That's the question. It's always there. The grace is there. Divine grace is always there. The question is only how much I can contact to take from that reservoir of unlimited pleasure and love that Lord gives to His own jivas brought in this world. Especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda Goswami. They went everywhere and they start chanting and looking very affectionate to the faces of the people who don't love their own self even. They suffer so much in the Nityananda Ashtakam, the urban people means all the people of this world. So very lovingly they cast their glance on them to make them happy to understand, yes, they are the liver. They are the Patita Pavanam. The deliverer of the whole world is coming. They're walking amongst us. And it's not finished because he gave their grace, the kripa to the Goswamis and all the acharyas who came after. After our Guru Varga, now it's going on. In the devotees we see sometimes these symptoms, they have to hold back these tears or choking their voices, things with all this. We can see that. Why? Because they have so much love inside for the Lord. They understand how merciful He is, how loving He is, how really the real friend. What means Patita Pavan? I am Patita, I am the most fallen. And Pavana means He saves me from a fallen condition. Unless somebody saves me, I'm drowning life after life in this ocean of sense gratification in the material world. So unless somebody pulls me out from there, I will drown again. No way out. Like our Guru Maharaj gives the example of the helicopter. He's coming and he putting the rope in this material ocean of nescience, of forgetfulness of Krishna. Then we imitate all these things here and just take the rope and he pull you out from that. And keep you in His lotus feet. And you can serve happily the Lord in your original position. There is all these things is there. It's only covered. More or less. Somebody is very, very covered by Tamaguna, he will understand nothing what we are discussing. Somebody is a little more coming out from this dense forest of forgetfulness, he will say, yes, Maharaj, this makes some sense. And others, they will say, wow, the Krishna is so amazing pastime, he's playing. Let me always more hear about that. Let me more chant His name. Let me more understand. I'm praying to you, my Lord. It's necessary for me to pray. I'm not being so puffed up to not pray. Have just a simple prayer, oh my Lord, I'm your eternal Thaza. I'm here in this world, please accept me. I'm fallen, I have no qualification. And my time I'm using for different things. Please bless me. If you stand there with some honest prayer, that will work. Guaranteed. But we must give up our malice and business. It's very important. If we investigate in ourselves, we'll find many things there if we're honest. And we put the mirror of Gurudev, of the pure devotee. meetings problem there, many attachments there. So without your Vaishnava Thakur's grace, without your help, I have no strength to overcome this. This only Vaishnava Thakur and Bhakti Narada, so many poems they wrote in their realization. They wrote this to help us. They they have compassion for the fallen humanities. They want to give mercy. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he recited the verse, for me I have no problem, he said. My Lord, you're in front of me. I'm always remember you. But what about all these people who have forgotten you? Please help them. So, can we imagine what compassion the Vaishnavas have? Like in Christianity, Jesus. Okay, my Father, now you finish my body, but please forgive them. They don't know what they do, they don't know, therefore they do this. For me, no problem. Whatever they nail me, finish my life, okay. But please save them. Who can have such a character? Prahlad Maharaj. Vasudeva Tata. In Govinda, he wanted to accept all sins of all people. He said, Mahaprabhu, please, let me suffer forever here. Give me all sins of all people. But please deliver them. Give them the lotus feet in the spiritual world. And the Lord started crying and said, who can have such a prayer? Who have so much compassion for the fallen souls? Only devotee? No necessary that you have to suffer for them. I will just make like this and finish. That is the power of the Lord. And that is, we can feel in this Kali Yuga now. It's not so bad. But we must really remember more Krishna, especially at this time. For devotees, nothing is bad, like Maharaj explained before. Krishna can be not as inauspicious. Anything that happen can be not inauspicious for devotees. But I feel I'm not a devotee. This is the problem. Our time is, oh my God. Always we have to somehow to in some frame inside this can not. I remember in Brajmanda Parigram, sometimes we did in years back. So when Vishnu Maharaj and Siddha Maharaj, when they start speaking in the evening, oh my God, we can midnight, 3, 4, 5 hours speaking and people sleeping.
But sleeping also.
Sleeping good, no? Oh, joyous to see Guru Granga Gandhari Kakritari Radha Govinda Vigraha Mahadeva ki jai, Sri Guru Dev ki jai, Muni Maharaj ki jai, Siddha Maharaj ki jai, all devotees ki jai, Panchakalpada Rupescha Kripa Sindhu Evacha, Patitanam Bhavadevi Vaishnavi Vyo